cars. If they smell like dope, they arrest them.
No, what he does is he pull them over. They ask for the marijuana. If they give it to him, they'll write him a ticket, let him go. If they don't, they'll search the car and maybe arrest him. But they've been very effective. Then I had a case up there where, it's a case with the green tongue, by the way.
The green tongue.
And the judge said, this is, by the way, a fantastic judge. He had previously ruled that the transparent law was illegal before I'd gotten there. This is in Grayling, I believe, district court. And he made this great finding because it was one of those situations where it was an extra extended investigation where there's like a traffic stop that turned into like 25 minutes on the side of the road where they kept going back and forth like, I'm just going to look around a little bit more. How old are you? Yeah. What are you? Who are your care patients? Yeah. Just continued like, and the judge is like, I sit here every single day. People take pleas. It's not my position to say whether the search and arrest was appropriate, but it has not been. Now that this is before me, I'm going to make this finding for the reasons that I can and should, which is that there's a fundamental error in the training of what's taking place here, and this ruling is intended to correct that.
Oh, putting you on notice, guys.
Which is really the purpose of the exclusionary rule, Jeff. Am I right? I was just saying, like this. I had this judge make this finding that the traffic stop was extended beyond, and the statement that came out of it was after way too long at the scene, and the judge made a comment like, I take pleas here all the time under the same circumstances, and no one brings the issue for me. It'd be inappropriate for me to rule unless it's. But now here it is, and I'm ruling for the purposes of. In suppressing the evidence for the purpose of training issues that I want to be known. I want them to correct this error.
It's deterrent.
That's what the purpose of the exclusionary rule.
The judge says you are no longer allowed to do this, suckers. Don't even bring it to my courtroom, right?
Well, he was giving them notice, like, look,
straighten your shit up.
Yeah, or don't, and just let it lie and know the other lawyers will bring the issue forward, and that's how it'll be, which is really the reality.
If you tell all the criminal defense attorneys they can easily beat those cases, they'll easily beat those cases, and the cops will have to change.
Rick, the system produces 97% pleas.
I know.
Okay? If you take a cross-section any year, any day, you do not see a bend in that, ever. Okay? And if that means that the productivity of the output of the lawyers that are participating in that.
See, I knew the federal.
Those are those statistics that they embrace. Okay, so if you take a cross section of this is I've made this point before. It sounds, but just follow me through here. If you take a cross section of 50 or 25 cases of mine that we've done here, we've had absolute outright successes, win dismissals or something like that. Okay, and you take a 25 or 50 case selection out of this other percentage pool, you won't find it. Why is that? Well, I try hard. I'm a good lawyer. I got great people working with me that have helped me elevate our game as a team effort. I got a great group of people. I work my ass off. I know the law. We know the law. We fight. We've discovered issues. And I'm brilliant. But there's other people that could do this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes, and I'm not taking away from any of that, but there's there's other smart lawyers. There's other people that can do this that can.
But the system rewards the easy path, right?
Why is that? This is the fucking broken shit.
Yeah, the system rewards the easy path.
It's like after some time, it shouldn't just but the system is set up in such a brutal, animalistic eating way that the best, most fortunate thing that happened was that I was able to not be tied to any one community. Mm-hmm. Lawyers generally operate in a community area where you're going to be I don't know. I mean, in Wayne County, Macomb County, and Oakland County, you got people that, I don't know. But I know some of the outliers. It is, and I'm not taking away, but I just, it's different. It's a harder, smaller legal community. And my spiel was less to inflate my ego, but more to make the point of, that doesn't sound right, does it? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you can't
97% conviction rate. Or a plea rate.
Right.
Mm-hmm. No, I knew the federal system had like a 97% conviction rate because obviously they have massive penalties that they can wield on the federal system, but the regular law.
Do you know the old adage that if everybody set their marijuana case and went to trial, the system would fall apart? In a way, that's what we're doing. We're fighting these things. Then we're like out of the clog. We're like clogging up something because they got 97 of them headed for death row over here, and I'm, it's. I mean, those statistics. What does it mean? What does it mean? And especially think of this. You've got. You've got just recent news. I'd say there's a judge in Roseville. I won't mention her name. She's the only woman judge out there. Second alcohol-related nonsense out there.
Yeah.
Feel bad. Obviously, she's got a real problem, but
then get off the bench
and deal with it
until your problem's
over. And she's been unpleasant before to many lawyers. And of course, if you didn't know it, you should stop in at the Livonia District Court where Judge Brennan is getting her life handed to her through magnifying glasses that the whole world gets to see, and it is disgusting. And you know what? It's so disgusting. And the problem is everybody knew about it, and no one did anything for all this time. They had
facilitating. Yeah.
No, they had this town hall meeting of like of people that have been abused by her in the court system. Now that she's off the bench, still getting paid. I'll give you a little info here. Now all of her employees are coming forward like she's abusing them and blah, blah, blah. But there's this prosecutor told a story about the skinny dipping party that they had at her house with the detective who was there, who Brennan was sleeping with. And there's a lot of cross-examining whether she was naked in the pool, when she got off and was shaking her body before she put her towel on, or was she ever bathed in the sun. And I could see the judge to her lawyer like hammering this home because this is an important point, whether she lied about being naked and whether she was acting a certain way or not. What did come out of it is that this prosecutor was sleeping with that detective before the judge was. What kind of incestual shit is that?
And where are the? I know we talked earlier about lawyers having all these additional requirements and self-reporting and all of that stuff. How do any of those people continue to have a bar license if that standard?
Well,
is
I'll say this.
applied?
I'll say this. If we didn't have what I said, Rick, we wouldn't be talking about this and how disgusting it is. And she'd be sitting in her elected spot, and we'd be complaining about it without any
recourse. Yeah.
So, again, you really, you don't like somebody, you complain about them. Who knows? You might get a hearing and get to fucking take them down. It's a nice thing about the lawyers. I don't know. You know what I mean? Too bad you can't do it with the regular day people on the street. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
I do not want to have that kind of a strict standard to have to apply my life towards. Thank you very much.
Come on, that's what I'm saying.
No thanks. I don't.
If everybody else was doing it though, it may not have to be all of that. It could be like a. Well, we're just it's not even. It's probably 5 of the commandments. 4.5 maybe, with some other like weird twisted stuff.
4.5 of the commandments. Oh,
so we ran a little long.
But you got privilege, you got client privilege, so it gives you a lot of leeway.
Oh,
right?
So
you see
yes, okay, integrity and honesty.
No. There's a loyalty. Lawyers. It's the ethical dilemmas that lawyers make.
Rolling past 10:30 here.
What happened? All right, fine. Let's cut down. Jesus, all right, cut it.
Good stuff.
All right.
Just getting late.
Peace out.
Some of us have an hour and a half drive.
Planet.
Watch the sun go down and you're thinking about the world spinning round. Have you ever been high as fuck? You're in the bathroom mirror talking to yourself, and your dog's looking at you like you need help. Have you ever been high as fuck? Then you feel your heart pumping really fast, and you're convinced that you're gonna have a heart attack. Have you ever been high as fuck? Close your eyes and you're on a chicken farm. The only problem's that the chickens have human arms. You say that's fucked up, why do the chickens have human arms? You need snacks so you walk to the corner store, but you're scared because you think that they will know you're high. So you walk around the block to buy some time. Finally decide to go in the store, but you're so high you don't know why you're there anymore. So you just buy a pack of gum, get the hell out of there. You're walking home and your mouth is dry. You should have bought some juice and snacks, but you were too high. Thinking about ketchup chips, and for some reason the game Battleship. You start thinking about how fun it was to play games like Battleship when you're a kid, and then how as we get older we forget how to play and just to enjoy ourselves. So you say, guess what, I'm gonna make up a game right now, and it involves a baseball bat and a porcupine, and I'm gonna try to kill a porcupine with a baseball bat. But then you don't know where to find the porcupine, so you go on eBay and you do a search, but people don't sell porcupines on the internet. And you say, you know what, world, you got me cornered again. I'm gonna roll another joint. You ever eat a whole bag of crackers that were so old that they weren't crispy anymore? Have you ever been high as fuck?